Hello, I'm Kim Zeller, President and CEO for Ray Graham Association. Welcome to our annual Robert Spahn Memorial Golf Classic, benefiting Ray Graham Association. Here at RGA, it is our mission to empower people with disabilities to reach, grow, and achieve. It goes without saying that 2020 is a year like no other. COVID-19 significantly impacted the manner in which we can provide services to an already underserved population. We have spent thousands of dollars on PPE, overtime, and other needs to keep people we serve and our team safe and healthy. At the same time, we had to shutter many of our services. This resulted in lost revenue in our Gateway Special Recreation Program, therapeutic horsemanship, and our Monarch services. So while we're now beginning to resume, we still have a very long way to go. That's why this year's golf event is more important than ever before. I would like to thank our golf committee, Joe Calcagno, Ron Uliano, Lou Leonardi, Marty Schiller, Chris Schneider, and Bob Spahn. I'm very grateful to our sponsors, in particular our presenting sponsor, Merrill Lynch. I would also like to thank W.S. Darley and Company, Denton Nordus, J-Dog Junk Removal, Sawyer Faldudo Asset Management, Jakowski Law, Wintrust, Connolly Electric, CPS Inc., and Donation Realty. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to Ron Uliano and his son, Michael.
I've been involved with the golf outing for about 5 or 6 years, but my affiliation or my knowledge of Ray Graham goes back to when I was a kid. And the reason I say that is because now, not only having the benefit of being a parent of a special needs child, I was the sibling of one. Michael's been involved with Ray Graham since he was about 5 or 6 years old. So he's gone to the summer camps and he's gone to the recreation sensation, the weekend activities and so forth for the past, 13 years or so. So now he has peers, he has friends, he has, he has outside relationships outside of the family with his counselors. And that's the thing that always amazed me about what it is that these people at Ray Graham provide is, I have a direct emotional attachment. He's my son. I have a biological attachment to him. I have a responsibility to them. These people have this compassion, this understanding, this desire to help these people. They develop relationships with their clients. And relationships to the point where it ends up, fulfilling their life, it ends up bringing things to them and allowing them to see certain things. But for a parent, as you get older, you start to realize that, you're not immortal anymore. There's an end to your life coming. So your biggest fear is what's going to happen to your kids after you're not there to take care of them. That's the thing that wakes us up in the middle of the night, both my wife and I. And Ray Graham, what Ray Graham does is they're you don't want to say that they're a crutch, but it's nice to know in the back of your head that there are facilities, there are places like Ray Graham that provide these services. And to know that they can take care of themselves or be taken care of is a huge, huge benefit. The lockdown fell right in between the cusp prior to the spring session. So we were unable to continue with the spring session. But, and Amanda, I'm saying your name. Not every day, not every other day, but a couple times a week, she would drive by the house and put a baggie on the doorstep. Well, just full of things for Michael to put together, for him to do crafts, for him to have some sort of, and he would recognize, we would come back and he would see the bag on the doorstep and he would go up and the bag would have his name on it. And it was a Ziploc bag full of, paints and supplies and crafts and stuff for him to do, the things that they would have done if they were at camp. So, and that was something that was a complete surprise. So, and everybody knows this, all kids. All kids have to have a schedule. They all have to have certain things in their life. But, for autistic kids, or for those special needs kids, the structure is even more important because they have no way of explaining themselves or understanding certain things. You can't explain to them why certain things aren't happening. So when these gaps in their life are filled with something, when there's something there for them, this, that has an importance that I can't even put words to. And like I said before, my whole life, I grew up with a special needs brother. Now I have a special needs child. And I know what needs to be done, and I know how simple it can be. As simple as giving a donation. And I have not met everybody at Ray Graham, but for those people that I have met at Ray Graham, it's still impressive to me that they have the level of compassion and understanding and desire and the want and need to be able to provide the services that they need to. And the only barrier that they have is in relation to the funds. Since we're doing a lot of our fundraising virtually, Fund the Mission gives you the opportunity to provide and make donations of any amount. A lot of the funds that Ray Graham works with are private donations, but there are some governmental funds. But there are so many demands on state and local and federal governments right now because of everything that's going on, that unfortunately places like Ray Graham are being held back because they don't have the voices, they don't make the sounds like everybody else does. So anything you can do to provide additional funds or provide the help to Ray Graham is greatly appreciated. I can't even put words to it. Nobody's in this. Nobody at Ray Graham is in this for the money. I mean, that's not why you do certain things. And for those of us that get to the point in their lives where they can do things beyond the need to be able to do things for money, great. All I'm asking you is to do it. That's it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ray Graham.
Okay.
Give him a thumbs.